There's actually hope after all. You see it. I know you've seen the ending of the episode. The miracle plays. The fact that Alan the Martian is still alive and the old man is actually a Viltrumite rebel. Like, this is what Mark needed. Like, I really thought, man, this episode really had me in the first half that he was just gonna have to rely on his brother to just speed run his childhood and all that. Because it was looking bad out here. They didn't have to make the Guardians look so fraudulent in this episode. Like, it just made it so much worse. They were really about to have Mark be on the 2018 Cavs and he was gonna have to LeBron everything, you know? Well, actually, since he has his brother, it'll be more like the 2017. Like, he'll at least have Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? Like, but luckily in the ending credits, some moves were made in the offseason, some trades, signed some free agents. Like, it had to be done. Just think about it. In your brain right now, who could handle a Viltrumite? Mark, eventually his brother, Alan, the rebel Viltrumite. I'll say Immortal could hang. Immortal could hang too. And like, maybe like, I don't know, potentially Atomic Eve. Potentially. Like, she probably has the potential to. I don't know about the robot dude, Rudy. Maybe. Actually, no, he can't, but he could probably do some like smart IQ plays. Like, his brains could probably think of some stuff to do. But other than that, like, that's really it. What's that, like 7 people? Like, come on now. And this is perfect too, because with the rebel Viltrumite asking for Mark, at least Mark have somebody to train him and his brother. Because I asked this in my last Invincible video, like, damn, like, what's Mark gonna do for training? Like, he's just gonna have to either adapt while in the midst of battle, or like, hopefully as he's training his brother, like, he learns some new stuff on his own. So like, the writers had to give Mark something to work with, you know? Oh wait, now that I think about it, if Omni-Man is potentially alive, then they might have 8 on their squad, but I don't know. I don't really know how he's gonna survive all of that. Alright, now on to some parts of this episode. I ain't gonna lie to you, Mark's mother is handling the whole brother situation pretty well. Like, like, imagine not seeing your son for 2 months and then he comes back saying, oh yeah, I saw my father, and oh yeah, he had like another child with another woman, and oh yeah, like, we gonna have to take care of him. Like, that's crazy. Like, another reminder of your husband. And one thing I'm thinking about is the brother's development, how that's gonna go. Because yeah, he's gonna grow up fast, but I wonder the pacing of his growth, because that's gonna be so crucial. Because I don't remember if the Viltrumites gave Mark like a time limit. Like, oh yeah, if you don't get the job done in like a year, a few months, like, you know, like, what's his time limit before they start coming in and say, you know what, like, let's just take it over ourselves. But I'm assuming they're not gonna come until the brother is fully grown, or at least a teenager. And now another thing I'm thinking about too is Mark has not said a peep or a word about the Viltrumites giving him the ultimatum about his mission to like take over his father position of conquering Earth. He didn't say a word, a peep, not even to his boss. Like, it's crazy, because he knows he's not ready. Like, he knows that if they decide to come tomorrow, like, it's over, it's GG's for Earth. So I was expecting him to be a little bit more paranoid and kind of be restless in terms of, I need to like use all the time I have to like train and get stronger, prepare for that day. So I'm shocked he hasn't put any emphasis or thought about it as much in this episode. Now, with what Nolan said in the last episode, in episode 4, about like he was telling Mark to make sure like he reads his books and all that. Like, I wonder what important information he have in those books. Mark mentioned it earlier in the episode to his mother, and I'm assuming it might have some important details on, I guess, how to train as a Viltrumite potentially. I'm just curious to know what type of information Nolan have in those books that could potentially help them, because it's probably gonna be something that's crucial in the battle against the Viltrumites, you know? Maybe some major weakness that they have, you know, similar to kryptonite or whatever. Now, I could go on a rant about the Guardians and how fraudulent they are, but like, you already know that already. I'm not even gonna waste my breath on that. Right now, I'm just wondering what the rest of the season is gonna be like the climactic scenario. I'm assuming the rest of the season is like preparation for the battle against the Viltrumites. I'm assuming that's gonna be the case, and like collecting as much allies or getting as strong as possible possible with the current allies they have. Actually, how many episodes are left for the season? I'm assuming it's 8 episodes in total, so it's gonna be 3 more. A lot could happen in one episode. So the next one, Mark's meeting the rebel. I'm assuming Mark is not gonna be afraid to showcase his brother to the Vulturemite, but once he gains his trust, though, that's the thing. But he does trust Alan, though, so I'm assuming it's not gonna take him that long to trust the rebel, especially since the rebel technically saved Alan's life at the same time risking him death. But yeah, you know. I don't know. That's a good question, because like, does Mark really have a choice? That's his only source of hope. But that's probably when he's gonna mention about the Vulturemites giving him the mission for Earth and talk about them going to invade soon. So yeah, you let me know your thoughts on this episode, everything I was saying about Mark, his brother, his alliance, Vulturemites, everything is gonna go down for the rest of the season. Like, what is your predictions is gonna be happening? Yo, you know what I just thought of that I forgot about? What happened to the whole alternate universe or multiverse with like evil Mark and Omni-Man? I just remembered about that. Yo, watch out for that. They're gonna be doing something with that, probably like in the next 2 episodes. They got to, because there's no way they're just gonna scratch that out like all of a sudden. I feel like they're probably gonna add something about that somewhere, somehow, or maybe I'm wrong. But if he could like get like a multiverse version of himself and Omni-Man to team up too, even though they're like evil as shit right now, if they're able to like convince them, that's, you know, the alliance could grow massively. Anyways, I'm just like talking about nothing at this point. So yeah, let's have a discussion in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.